It's time for Spring Hill High School basketball. Spring Hill Sports Live is brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, Price Chopper, Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial, the Spring Hill Recreation Commission, Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Crown Realty, the Elliott Insurance Group, Prime Accounting Solutions, Farmers Insurance, Leah Smith Agency, the Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce, Allstate, Libby Clark Agency, Spring Hill Fitness, Perfect Detail Salon, and Whitesell Optometry.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
And good evening from Wellsville High School for Day 2 of the 30th Annual Top Gun Tournament with Caden Carbajo. I'm Bryce Kessler, getting set for a consolation round matchup between Spring Hill and Louisburg, a rematch from a game that was played just 1 week ago back in Spring Hill, a Frontier League matchup in that one that Louisburg came away with the road victory over the Spring Hill girls. The final in that game, 56-42. And Louisburg led 24-16 at the half in that game, then opened up the second half on a 12-2 run to open up a little cushion between them and the Broncos, and they would go on to win that game by 14 after Spring Hill closed it down to as little as 5 late in the third quarter. But a 56-42 win a week ago for Louisburg. Now they rematch in a neutral site here in Wellsville on the consolation side of the bracket after the Spring Hill Broncos lost their opener in the tournament 50-28 to the top seed Nemaha Central on Tuesday. They held Nemaha Central to a season-low 50 points in that game, did Spring Hill. But the Bronco offense also held to a season-low scoring output of just 28 points. A 4-point game after the first quarter. Then Spring Hill was outscored 34-11 in the second and third quarters before eventually falling 50-28 for Louisburg. Their game needed extra 4 minutes. They went to overtime with Anderson County. And in the end, it was Anderson County defeating Lewisburg 70-69 in overtime. Lewisburg had previously this year beaten at Anderson County by 12, 47-35. So the second time they faced them, they lost. Spring Hill hoping the second time that Lewisburg faces them will be another Lewisburg loss. We'll find out here tonight in Wellsville. You're watching the Comfort Designs pregame show on Spring Hill Sports Live. Back in a moment for Day 2 of the Top Gun Tournament here from Wellsville High School on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NAIC certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453. Elliott Insurance Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Insurance Group, we work, live, and shop in our local communities, serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years. Elliott Insurance Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Insurance Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to Cool Crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back to the Comfort Designs pregame show on Spring Hill Sports Live, brought to you by your locally owned and operated Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. For more than 20 years, they've been Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. A rematch from last week's matchup in Spring Hill. We've got Spring Hill and Louisburg here on the consolation game of the 30th annual Top Gun Wellsville basketball tournament. Louisburg enters play at 6-4. They come off back-to-back losses since that game that they beat Spring Hill a week ago. They have a 21-point loss to Baldwin, and then on Tuesday night this week, a 1-point overtime loss to Anderson County. The Wildcats are averaging 51 points per game this year. They're giving up 44 points per night, led by the duo of Elise Moore and Madeline Melton. Moore had a team high 18 points against Spring Hill in last week's matchup. A 5'8 junior and a 5'9 junior, Madeline Melton, had 14. Those two, the only players in double figures in that victory for the Louisburg Wildcats. Melton was an honorable mention Sports in Kansas All-State player last season for the Wildcats. So that's the duo that led them to that victory, and that's the duo that Spring Hill will be looking to shut down here in this rematch. Spring Hill 4-7 on the season. They have dropped back-to-back games. That 14-point loss to Louisburg, and then their 22-point loss on Tuesday night to the number one team in the 3A polls, Nemaha Central. The Broncos right now averaging 41 points per game and giving up 40, coming off that season-low 28-point night. We'll see if the offense can bounce back. They had a better fourth quarter. The fourth quarter was their best quarter of that game as far as offense goes, as far as scoring goes, but they scored no more than 6 points in any of the first, second, or third quarters in that loss. We'll see if they can find some more offense in this game. If they're going to do it, they're going to have to cut down on the turnover bug they had against Louisburg. They turned it over 30 times against Louisburg in their loss a week ago. 20 of those were Louisburg steals. So not only were they turnovers, but steals usually result in easy buckets going the other way on those live ball turnovers. They're going to certainly have to cut down on those here in this game. That's a look inside your matchup tonight. It's brought to you by Spring Hill Fitness, your local community gym. Spring Hill Fitness is dedicated to making a friendly, judgment-free environment open 24/7. Check them out on Facebook or call 913-686-2027. We're back with your keys to the game next, brought to you by Crown Realty. You're watching the Comfort Designs pregame show. Louisburg and Spring Hill coming up from Wellsville tonight in the consolation round of the 30th annual Wellsville Top Gun basketball tournament.
Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back to the Comfort Designs pregame show, getting you set for the consolation game of the 30th annual Wellsville Top Gun basketball tournament. The winner of this game will play for 5th place on Saturday at 1:15. The loser of this game will play in the 7th place game also on Saturday at 1 o'clock. So that's what's on tap next for both these teams. We'll be playing Saturday at 1 or 1:15 for Spring Hill. You can catch that game right here as well on Spring Hill Sports Live. And obviously we're hoping it's the 15 minutes later at the 1:15, which would be the 5th place game after both these teams lost in the opening round. Just to update you on the bracket, Nemaha Central, the top seed, they will play Anderson County tonight. That game starting here at 5:15 in the championship semifinal number 1. And in the other semifinal, it is Baldwin taking on Wellsville. So that's the other 4 teams on the championship side of the bracket. But we've got Spring Hill and Louisburg. And the other matchup here on the consolation side is Hayden against Lansing. That game is scheduled for 6:30 tonight. It'll follow this one. And we won't know when this game's over who Spring Hill's opponent will be tomorrow. We'll have to wait till after that game. But we'll know when they're going to play, either 1:15 or 1 o'clock on Saturday. And again, you can catch it right here on Spring Hill Sports Live. All right, let's take a look at our keys to the game for this one. They're brought to you by Crown Realty. Let Crown Realty help you get the keys to your dream home, and check out all their listings at crownrealty.com. If you're in the market to sell your home, remember the key is a great agent, and that's what you'll find at Crown Realty in Spring Hill. Call 913-592-2222. We'll start with the offensive key for Spring Hill in this game, and that is what we touched on in the last segment. Cut down the turnovers. They had 30 of them against Louisburg. Certainly need that number to be cut in half, I'd say, at the very least. And especially the live ball turnovers. They had 20 steals. Louisburg had 20 steals in that game against Spring Hill last week on Wednesday. So that number has to come down in this matchup. Defensively, limit the fouls again, as they didn't do that against Louisburg either. Not only did they turn it over 30 times, but they let Louisburg shoot 33 free throws in that game. So a lot of freebie chances for the Wildcats on their way to what was a 14-point road victory over Spring Hill. So those would be the 2 places I'd say let's start with them. And then all in all, just get off to a better start. They've been a little bit slow out of the gates offensively the last couple of games. And this one, if they can come out here and get off to a better start, would allow them obviously to let those other things happen for them as well. But we had a chance, a golden opportunity against Nemaha Central with the Thunder getting off to a really slow start offensively, a very uncharacteristic slow start offensively for them on Tuesday night's game. But unfortunately, that moment there, that window of opportunity for Spring Hill to give themselves a lead over Nemaha Central and see how that game would have transpired after that, they didn't take advantage of that, and they weren't able to score. And they got 5 points in a first quarter that Nemaha Central was scoreless midway through that first quarter. A team that averages well over 60 points per game. They didn't have a single point under 4 minutes left in the first quarter, but Spring Hill also didn't have a single point at that juncture of the game. So they missed an opportunity there. Let's see if they can get a better start here tonight. Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Crown Realty. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for you, and the opening tip is moments away as well. You've been watching the Comfort Designs pregame show on Spring Hill Sports Live. Tip-off is next between Spring Hill and Louisburg.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NAIC certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent is LEAH Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, LEAH is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. LEAH Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back inside Wellsville High School. Just caught the tail end of the national anthem there by the trumpet trio. Very nicely done here at the 30th annual Top Gun basketball tournament from Wellsville High School. We've got the consolation game coming up here for you between Spring Hill and Louisburg. It's time for our starting lineups, brought to you by Perfect Details Salon at 516 North Webster in Spring Hill. The Broncos will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at Perfect Details Salon, where they're devoted to making clients flawless from head to toe. Make an appointment online at salonperfectdetails.com or by calling 913-592-5022. All right, starting lineup for the Spring Hill Broncos is the same as it has been last several games. Sophomore number 1, Kate Milroy, third of the team in both scoring and rebounding. Number 10, 5'7" senior is Avery Anderson, second of the team with 3.5 rebounds per game, along with 3.5 points per contest. The point guard is a 5'4" senior, number 13, Kaylin Dawson. And Dawson is averaging 6 points and 3 assists per game, which is best on the team. And for Spring Hill, the final starter in the lineup is, or two more, I guess, Allie Frank, 6-foot junior, leading scorer at 13 points, leads the team in rebounds as well at just under 9 per game. She had 17 points, 8 rebounds against Nemaha Central. And Paige Cooper rounds out the starting lineup, the 5'5" senior, number 22, who is averaging 1.5 points, 1.5 rebounds per game. For the Louisburg Wildcats, starting lineup is a 5'7" sophomore, number 4, Delaney Wright. Number 10 is a 5'8" senior, Haley Kane. A 5'3" junior, number 11, is Brooklyn Diedrich. A 5'8" junior, number 12, Elise Moore, who had 18 against the Broncos in their victory for Louisburg just a week ago. And number 33, a 5'6" junior, is Megan Foote. Here we go, underway from Wellsville tonight. The opening tip is won by the Broncos, who go inside quickly as Anderson finds Allie Frank for the quick two. And the Broncos on the board first, just seconds into this one on their opening possession. One little play off the opening tap. The opening tip was brought to you by Spring Hill Recreation Commission. Sign up now for the annual Daddy-Daughter Dance, which is scheduled for Saturday, February 15th at the Meadowlark Event Center. $30 per couple and $10 for each additional daughter. To register, go online to springhillrec.org or call 913-592-2214. That was Elise Moore who had the first look for Louisburg, but comes up empty, and Spring Hill's got the basketball, but they turn it over for the first time. Stolen away by Foote as the Wildcats bring it into the front court, down a bucket early on. Foote from the short corner up top to Diedrich, or make that Kane rather, and they swing it around on into the corner. Foote back there relocated with it. Milroy on the deflection and a steal from Dawson. The two teams trade turnovers and alternating possessions. Let's see if Spring Hill can add to their 2-0 lead. Frank trying to post way up top. Now it's Anderson from the wing. Avery sends it over to Dawson. Good shot fake by Kaylin, and driving off the rim, won't go for her. Saves it on the baseline to Anderson, who once again finds Frank. So it's Anderson to Frank for a second time. And it's 4-0 Spring Hill. You notice the very tight camera look tonight where only there's about 4 rows of bleachers on each side of the gym. So don't have our normal eye in the sky view tonight, making Caden work extra hard over there. He's got more movement to deal with tonight. There's a steal again from Kaylin Dawson. And the Spring Hill offense back with it, up 4-0 already. A couple of turnovers forced, and now they've given away a couple of turnovers as well as Milroy is called for the travel. Off of the bench for Louisburg comes Madeline Melton. 5'9" junior checks in, and also in for the Wildcats. Oh, no, it was just one. I looked like 2 girls were coming out of the game, but it's Melton who checks into the lineup. She was honorable mention All-State last year for Louisburg. Had 14 against Spring Hill in the Louisburg win last week. It was a 56-42 victory for the Wildcats on the road. Foot from the left wing for 3. Offensive rebound by Melton, and then she's called for a travel after she secured that offensive rebound. Full court pressure from Louisburg. They had 20 steals in their victory over Spring Hill. They forced 2 turnovers so far, but only one of them on a live ball steal. This is Milroy just inside of the 3-point arc. Came up just short, but a putback try by Frank and a foul. So Allie will go to the line. She's off to another good start tonight. 4 points, a couple of rebounds already for the Broncos leader in both those categories on the year. And the 6-foot junior is at the free throw line where she is 52% for the season. Has made 22 out of 42 at the line. And her first foul shot, nothing but net for Allie Frank, who's got a quick 5 points. Michaela Popovich and Jenna Weber both check into the lineup now for Spring Hill. Weber, who had 4 points on Tuesday night, was the second leading scorer behind the 17 that Allie Frank scored. And Allie's got all 6 early on in this game for Spring Hill as the Broncos lead at 6-0 with 5:19 left in the opening quarter. We talked to McKees getting off to a better start, and they certainly have done that. Is now Frank deflects a pass that's stolen by Weber. That's 4 Louisburg turnovers already. Frank has Dawson open out of the wing. Kaylin on the drive, trying to bounce it across to Popovich, but threw it into traffic. And a steal for Louisburg. Delaney Wright into Milroy. Oh, man, and Kate Milroy hit the floor hard. Yikes. Well, Milroy able to hop right back up. They called an offensive foul on Delaney Wright as she and Milroy collided, and Milroy, just the timing of it, looked like her feet had both come off the ground when the contact occurred, and it sent Kate flying down onto the floor. She hit the floor hard, but she's over on the sideline right now on the bench as she comes out, and she's laughing and talking with the coaching staff. So hopefully that's a good sign, as Weber looked like she may have gotten hit across the arm on that 3-point attempt. No whistle. Long rebound. In fact, it's Moore who collects it all the way into the backcourt and knocked out of bounds by Popovich. It'll stay with Louisburg. So Emily Dowd, by the way, is checked in for Kate Milroy. But the good sign is it looks like Kate is just fine after that hard fall. Moore from the corner, too strong on the 3, but an offensive rebound almost secure. We'll call it by foot. It looks like she had it, and then really had anywhere to go with it, though. She was caught on the floor. Weber on the right block. Off the glass, won't go. Ball tapped around and secured by foot for Louisburg. Still 6-0 Spring Hill midway through this first quarter. Loose ball. Frank diving on the floor. Backhands it to Popovich. Nice awareness there by Frank. Up to Dawson. Count the bucket and an and one chance for Kaylin Dawson as she's fouled by Diedrich. Well, Spring Hill able to turn some turnovers into points, and they force an early timeout out of Louisburg. Good start for the Spring Hill girls. They lead at 8-0, and a chance to add another at the free throw line for Kaylin Dawson. Good start here for the Broncos. 6 from Frank, 2 from Dawson, and they have forced already 5 Louisburg turnovers in this first 4 minutes and 4 seconds. Some quick hands defensively. We've seen a couple of occasions now where they've had to dive down on the floor to keep plays alive. In one case, not trying to dive on the floor, but ending up on the floor in Milroy's case. And if Kate will check back into the game at the next dead ball, she won't come in yet out of the timeout, but she is now sitting at the scorer's table. You can see her over there, number 1. So that's very good to see that she's already ready to come back into the game. She'll come in after this free throw if Dawson makes it. Kaylin on the year, 55%, and she does make the free throw. So Kate Milroy returns for Dawson. And it's 9-0 Spring Hill with 3:56 left in the first quarter. The length of Allie Frank on top of that zone. This is a three-pointer that's off the front rim from Diedrich, and now hitting the floor hard is Megan Foote after she gets another offensive rebound, her second offensive rebound already. And this time it'll earn her a trip to the free throw line. The foul will be called against Jenna Weber. First foul against Spring Hill, so Foote at the line for 2 shots, and the first one's on the way and rattles halfway down and back out. One of 2 for Megan Foote, and it puts Louisburg on the board at the 3:43 mark of this opening period, but a 9-1 lead. That ball deflected twice. Diedrich hit it first, and then it went last off the fingertips of Dowd. So that is a 4th Spring Hill turnover. The two teams now with 9 first quarter turnovers. This is Brianne Kuhlman, a freshman on that right wing, number 3, who had that ball for a moment. Now she gets it back. She has just checked in, and this time she travels on the takeoff. Kaylin Dawson returns for the Broncos, in for Jenna Weber. And Delaney Wright back on for Louisburg, replacing Megan Foote. 3:23 remains in the opening quarter, a 9-1 Spring Hill lead. 6 of the 9 have come from Allie Frank, and Dawson, who's got the ball right now, has the other 3. Kaylin driving, trying to get it into Popovich. Ends up out in the hands of Emily Dodd, and she knocks down the long 2. Or Dowd, I should say. So it's 11-1 now, Spring Hill. They've opened up a double-digit lead in this opening quarter. Kuhlman, left side to right, back up to Kuhlman. Now again, swing it out to the right wing. Diedrich dumps it inside. Melton with the little left-handed finish. Makes it 11-3. And now a steal by Diedrich. And then she's knocked out of the floor as Dawson picks up her first personal in the second team foul. There's going to be some sore hips tomorrow out of this game. We've seen 3 different occasions now where somebody's hit the floor hard right on the hip. And as Brooke Powell checks in for the first time for Spring Hill, sophomore, and Paige Cooper, the senior guard, returns. 11-3, Spring Hill on top by 8. Louisburg inside to Melton. Good job, Popovich running her to the baseline. Ball back up top, Kuhlman. Diedrich inside to Melton. This time spins underneath around Popovich. And Michaela trying to get back in position, commits the foul. Popovich's first, team's third. 2 shots for Madeline Melton. Melton, one of 2 players who scored double figures for Louisburg against Spring Hill last week. She had 14 in that game, and her first free throw rattles out. So for the second straight ball game, the opponent of Spring Hill getting off to a very slow offensive start. Difference this time, though, Spring Hill's offense able to do some scoring to open up a lead. And a good chance here after Melton missed both free throws. 8-point Bronco lead, Milroy to Dawson. Spring Hill looking to add to that advantage. They've led by 10 already at one point in this first quarter. Dawson finds Powell at the high post. Backside look to Cooper and banks it in off the glass. Good job, Brooke Powell, looking backside after she got it open on the high post. That was an excellent look and a good basket cut by Cooper to get down there in position to receive that pass and a position to score. Another foul on Spring Hill. This one will be a baseline inbound after this foul on the floor. It's against Popovich, her second. So that will bring sophomore Kaylee Oakes into the game to replace Popovich. Kuhlman on the inbound for Louisburg. Out to Moore. Slow start for Elise Moore. No points, just one rebound for their top scorer. Wright, after one bounce, skips it back out to Diedrich. Karam's off the front iron, and then Melton called for a foul on the rebound attempt. It's her first and the team's third. Or check that, team's fourth. And it's her second as well, so that's where I'd missed one earlier. So that's now 2 on Madeline Melton. And she will check out of the game. Also exiting is Brooklyn Diedrich. And back onto the floor comes both Foote and Kane. 2 of their starters return. 80 seconds left in this first quarter. Milroy, a little off-balance runner, will earn her 2 shots as she took a push from behind. The foul is the 5th against the Louisburg Wildcats and the 2nd on Delaney Wright. So that's their second player now with 2 first quarter fouls. And Milroy's free throw won't go. Kate had no points and no assists against Nemaha Central on Tuesday. First time this year without having at least one of the other. And now she misses both free throws. Louisburg with the ball. Down by 10 with just over a minute remaining in this first quarter. Foote swings to Diedrich. She'll put up another 3. They continue to fire up those threes. Haven't got one to go yet. Offensive rebound and a putback by Haley Kane. Makes it 13-5 with 50 seconds left in the quarter. Moore out there guarding Milroy high in their zone defense. Milroy lines up a 3 on the left wing off the front rim. Dawson offensive rebound and forces one back up against Megan Foote and got it to go. I'm not sure if she even saw the rim that time as she put that one up over top of Foote. But Dawson's got an early 5 in this one after she was held to a season-low 1 point against Nemaha Central on Tuesday. A foot on the line for a long 2. It's an air ball by Kuhlman. Milroy has the ball down on the floor, and Clay Freegon gets a timeout called with 16 seconds left in the quarter to preserve the possession there as Milroy was in some trouble on the floor after getting that rebound on the baseline. So both teams use a 30-second timeout in this first quarter, and Spring Hill certainly likes the results so far with just 16 seconds left in the period. Now 15-5 Broncos. The first 6 points came from Allie Frank, and then the rest of the team getting involved now with 5 from Dawson, 2 from Dowd, and 2 from Cooper. While Louisburg's top guns, Elise Moore and Madeline Melton, have been held to just a combined 2 points. Melton's got those 2 points, and she's also got 2 fouls. And Moore has been shut out so far with just 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Oakes inbounds to Milroy in the backcourt. Moore deflects the pass over to Dawson, but Spring Hill keeps it. 10 seconds left here in the quarter. Dawson on the right side with 5. Backside look to Powell. Gets it out to Milroy. Shot is on the way in time, but it rims off at the end of the quarter. So a good start for Spring Hill, and the Broncos lead it by 10 through 1. 15-5 here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back inside Wellsville High School in the auxiliary gym for the consolation game of this Top Gun tournament between Spring Hill and Louisburg. And a good start for the Spring Hill Broncos as they lead 15-5 as we start quarter number 2. For the Broncos, Milroy, Powell, Anderson, Dawson, and Frank on the floor. This is Foot tripping down to the floor, and now a wrestle for the basketball. The jump ball will send this one over to Spring Hill. Louisburg, they've got Moore, Melton, Kuhlman, Foot, and Diedrich on the floor. So let's see who Melton's guarding. Melton's guarding Frank, and she's got 2 fouls. So I would be trying to get the ball to Frank, and that's exactly where they tried to go with it. But Frank had a defender all over, and it ends up in a turnover. Now Diedrich can't get the roll, and Allie up there above everybody to secure that rebound. This tall, strong rebound there by Frank. But go right at Melton, who's got 2 fouls. If you can get her to pick up a third, and there's a foul on Foot, and that'll be her first and the team's 6th. I'd try to get Melton down low, get her in the post, and get Frank the ball down there to try to pick up that 3rd foul on her as Delaney Wright will check in. She's also got 2, and now she replaces Megan Foot, who just picked up her 1st. Dawson into Powell. Frank right now working the high post with Melton playing to her side. Frank's got it top of the key. Anderson flashes into the paint. A runner through the paint won't go, and it's tapped out by Frank. It will go to Louisburg. 15-5, Spring Hill lead. Broncos in that first half first quarter had 4 assists and their 6 field goals. Louisburg just 1 on 2 made field goals. Wildcats a +3 on the glass after the quarter, 8-5. And the turnover numbers right now, 7 Louisburg turnovers and 6 Spring Hill turnovers. And there's an 8th turnover now on Louisburg as Brooke Powell, in great defensive positioning right there, forced Elise Moore to travel. Moore still has been shut out in this game. Louisburg has only made 2 shots. Melton and Kane each have a field goal, and then they've got a free throw from Megan Foot, but that's it. That ball bounced out of bounds by Anderson. A couple of turnovers each now in this second quarter. We've played just 1:27 seconds of the quarter. Jenna Weber checks in for Spring Hill, replaces Milroy. Moore up top to Diedrich. Nowhere to go through the middle of the zone. Now Moore from the corner. Pass back up top to Wright. Swung on over to Diedrich. The zone defense moving well right now for Spring Hill. Not allowing any seams in that zone. And another deflection. Weber got her hands on that one. Ball still loose, and Dawson eventually picks it up for Spring Hill. 9th turnover forced by Spring Hill in this game. Anderson to Weber in the corner, and now Weber will drive and bounce pass across to Frank, but it's knocked out by Kuhlman. Maybe a little bit too unselfish right there for Jenna Weber, the freshman, trying to get it over to Frank, and you like the idea, but Weber looked like she had a nice little lane to the hoop there, and I think Allie was telling her that. Allie came over and gave her a high five and probably told her that same thing. Hey, go ahead and score that. Here's Moore after the turnover, and an awkward-looking layup rims out. Allie Frank with the rebound. So Moore still shut out. Dawson now into the front court, runs out of room on the baseline and turns it over. Diedrich with a steal. Right, that ball may have been deflected by Allie Frank. Powell comes up with it. Spring Hill back into the front court, up by 10 with 5:15 left in the second quarter. Anderson in traffic, ball knocked free, but Dawson tracks it down. Now the ball loose again, and it's Dawson who tracks another one down, then throws it underneath, deflected to the sideline. Powell saves it, but with her knee pads, she saves a floor burn right there, but instead she slides about 5 feet right on out of bounds, and it's a turnover, the 10th of the game for Spring Hill. Well, Powell, Dawson, and Anderson all check out of the game. In comes Cooper, Popovich, and Dowd. Haley Kane has returned for Louisburg. Nobody has scored yet in this second quarter. Diedrich will try to end that with a three-pointer that comes right back where she shot it from, and Emily Dowd was there for the rebound for Spring Hill. Louisburg continues to check threes up there, but they have not made one yet. They have made just 2 shots, period, from the floor. Popovich has it blocked by Melton. Tried to save it back in, but it went right to Louisburg's Kuhlman. Kane on the drive. Popovich reached in, knocked it away. It looked like it was pretty clean, but I think they're going to call Dowd for this foul, and they will. So Popovich, the help defender, made a clean play, but the official says Dowd had a hand on her back, and that's where the push came. So that is foul number 5 against Spring Hill. Tough shot on the baseline. Melton, and it rims out down into the arms of Allie Frank, who's got a 5th rebound already. Cooper gets the pass out to Weber as she was falling over, and Jenna Weber knocks down the 3. 18-5, Spring Hill. Both these teams have spent a lot of time, it feels like, in this game on the floor. Players tripping and running into each other. There's another deflection and another steal for Spring Hill. Weber, after the little hesitation, finds Popovich out to Dowd. Extra pass up top to Cooper. The 3 rims out, and Allie Frank called for the foul on the rebound try. So that is Allie's first, the team's 6th foul. Delaney Wright checks back in for Louisburg. She'll replace Madeline Melton. And also Megan Foote to return for Louisburg. She checks in for Brianne Kuhlman. 3.5 minutes left in the first half. It's a 18-5 Spring Hill lead. And it's another 3 attempted from the corner by Diedrich. Jenna Weber has the air ball fall into her lap for a rebound, and Spring Hill back with it up by 13, their largest lead of the game. Frank works down the left lane line, and bank shot too strong. Elise Moore, the rebound for Louisburg. Foote for 3, and finally they've hit one as Megan Foote knocks down that triple to make it 18-8. Weber's pass deflected, but she got it back. Now Foote from behind knocked it free, laying on the floor, asking for a timeout and getting that timeout called. So Louisburg forces another turnover, gets the timeout. They'll have an inbound coming up at midcourt as they are now out of 30-second timeouts. An 18-8 Spring Hill lead. 2:39 remaining here in the first half. Both these teams will play at around 1 o'clock Saturday. The 5th place game scheduled for 1:15 and the 7th place game at 1 o'clock on Saturday here in Wellsville to finish up the 30th annual Top Gun tournament. We'll have the game, whether it be the 5th or 7th place game, we'll have that one for you here on Spring Hill Sports Live. The other consolation game is Hayden against Lansing. Championship side of the bracket has Nemaha Central against Anderson County in semifinal number 1, and Baldwin against Wellsville in semifinal number 2. 2.5 minutes just north of it here left in the half, and a 10-point Spring Hill lead. Louisburg, slow start offensively in this game. Moore, who has been shut out until there, had 18 against Spring Hill last week, and she's got her first bucket of this game to make it 18-10. Spring Hill opened the game on a 9-0 run, so they have not trailed in this game. It's not been tied either. Jump ball is called here as Allie Frank got tied up by Brooklyn Diedrich. Diedrich ends up on the floor after Frank ripped the ball away from her, but they call the jump ball. So that will be a 12th turnover now on Spring Hill. Dowd, Popovich, and Cooper go out. Oaks, Powell, and Milroy all come back in for Spring Hill. Foot brings it high up top to Kane. She sends the three on the way off right iron. Milroy the rebound for Spring Hill. Under 2 left in the half. Powell on the bounce pass to Milroy, and she and Foot are tied up. Jump ball is called. It'll stay with Spring Hill, but that's the second time now that Milroy has hit the floor hard, and my goodness, this feels like a hockey game out here as much as these players are getting knocked down, knocked around on the floor, and slipping like they're playing on a hockey rink of ice. 18-10. Nice look underneath. Weber to Frank, and it goes out. It spun around and popped out. Great pass inside by Weber, but Frank unable to capitalize on it, and it remains an 8-point Spring Hill lead with 1:20 left in the half. Frank scored the first 6 points of this game, but she has not scored since. This is Foot from the corner. Powell the rebound on the backside. 1 minute to go in the half. Weber has it knocked out of her hands by Moore, and it goes out of bounds with 59 seconds left in the half. Kaylin Dawson checks in for Weber for Spring Hill, and for Louisburg in for the first time comes Sydney Kegel, a 5'8 senior, who is in for Delaney Wright. Frank pulls up just inside of the foul line. Kaylee Oaks, offensive rebound. Looked like she got shoved. A late whistle, but I think they get the right whistle here. And the official, I believe, checking the number to see who the other official saw on the push. It goes against Diedrich, her second. 7th team foul. Somehow they called that on the floor, though. So this is a 1-and-1, they're saying, for Oaks. And now it's irrelevant because she does make the first. I'm not sure how they came away with on the floor there, but it's neither here nor there after Oaks makes the first, so she'll earn the second. And she gets them both. 20-10 Spring Hill with 47 seconds left in the half. It's been a double-digit lead pretty much the entire first half for Spring Hill after they opened the game on a 9-0 run. It's been as close as only 8 since they opened the game up 9-0. Another jump ball is called as, again, it's Milroy who ends up on the floor. Poor thing. She's going to have some bruises after this game. She has been getting knocked around. Dangerous pass inside. There's Milroy again on the floor. And Sheen comes up with a deflection. You gotta love the heart she's showing, though. She has spent as much time on the floor as she has standing, and she is still all over the floor. Frank misses. Powell offensive rebound, and she's fouled on the putback try by Foot. Great job by Brooke Powell on the offensive glass. And a chance at the line for Brooke to get her first points of the night. 2 shots coming up for Powell with 11 seconds left in the half. Cooper checks in for Allie Frank. Powell missed both, but Kaylee Oaks, the one who tips the rebound back to Dawson. Now Cooper for the right wing. Left it short. Moore travels after the rebound. Great back tap that time by Kaylee Oaks. Allie Frank will now come back in with 4 seconds remaining. They'll try to find a way to get her a last touch. A lob inside maybe here on this inbound play. There it is, into Frank on the lob, and the shot is good from Allie. Into the first half and a 12-point Bronco lead, 22-10. Spring Hill on top at the half. Coming up, it's the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance halftime show. We'll get you the numbers from this first half as well. And Caden Carbajo will have a special interview for us here at halftime of this ball game with his grandmother, Mary Anderson, whose daughter is at the Super Bowl, Puppet Lady, who is at the Super Bowl, and she gets her chance to watch a second Chiefs Super Bowl now, something that Caden and I are hoping we'll get many more of as well. It's halftime here in Wellsville, 22-10. Spring Hill leads Louisburg on Spring Hill Sports Live. Missouri, your local farmers insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to Cool Crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NAIC certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back to the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance halftime show. The Broncos are leading the Louisburg Wildcats by the score of 22-10. Leah Smith has over 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri. To learn more, call 913-221-055. Just up the street at 159th and Merlin. Leah Smith Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and serving on the Broncos. Well, I'm here with my grandma, Mary Anderson, talking about my mom getting you to go to the Super Bowl. So what do you think about her getting you to go to the Super Bowl?
Oh, I'm just proud, Caden, of her. She's worked real hard at being the puppet lady and making it to the games. And having the tickets for 31 years has been an accomplishment for her.
What can you recount any of when the Chiefs won the last Super Bowl? Do you remember anything about that?
No. I just remember Lynn Dawson was the quarterback, and he was remarkable. And when I was in high school for an athletic banquet, now that was back in the early 50s, why Hank Stram came to our school to speak. It was a very good speaker for our kids.
What can you say about this young group of guys that are about to be ready to play in the Super Bowl?
I think they're marvelous players. I think they have their team together. I think they trust each other. They don't hold any grudge against the other one. I know that Mahomes has helped with that situation, and Andy Reid deserves the win at this Super Bowl.
After so many years of having lost some postseason games, how does this make you feel that they're that they're actually here? Can you believe it?
Hardly. I think they worked real hard to be here with all the injuries they had and all their comeback and the wins that they had when they came back, and especially the last game with the Titans. It was wonderful.
Now, if Mom gets to go to the to Canton, will you be there? Will you be there to cheer her on?
Yes, I will. If at all possible, I will be at Canton. I will help her hunt for some items that she's had for years and take them and donate some of them. I think when you go there, it's up to you to donate. But I really don't know if she can donate those puppets or not.
Where do you plan on watching the game?
Oh, at our home in Overbrook, yes. And we would like Caden to come with us, but Caden's like his grandpa. He wants that TV screen to himself.
Yeah, we great minds think alike, I guess. But well, that's really cool. That's really awesome.
I think so too.
That we get able to experience that after so many years of not getting to be there. I think this is a great opportunity for the whole town of Kansas City. And,
I think so. I think so. There's 23,000 Chiefs fans throughout the world, and some of them commented on the website to Janelle, and I looked, and he was from the country of Sudan. And so with 26,000 Chiefs fans around the world, I'm sure the votes came in and helped. Our little town at Overbrook has Don't Overlook Overbrook, a Facebook page, and there's 20,000 people there. And being the small community that we are, they voted and voted.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, you forgot me. That's okay. I don't.
Yeah, and with all those votes, there's been lots of support that she's been through, and
oh my!
She's had to thank everybody, and that's been kind of cool to see.
Yes, all of her thank yous, all of the interviews that she had. The David Barker that will knock on the door.
David Baker. Yeah.
David Baker will knock on the door, and he told her. She asked how the voting was going, and he said, "I don't know, but one thing I do know is you've had more media publicity than any of the other fans." Yes.
I think we're going to wrap it up. So
okay,
we'll be back with more on the LEAH Smith Agency halftime
Kate.
show.
Thanks.
Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020.
Elliott Insurance Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Insurance Group, we work, live, and shop in our local communities, serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years. Elliott Insurance Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Insurance Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0000. 0095.
Your local farmer's insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back inside Wellsville High School tonight as we head to the second half. Thanks for joining us on the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance halftime show. We'll get you through these first half numbers as well as hope you enjoyed listening to Caden and Mary there at halftime on the Super Bowl weekend coming up. Big one Sunday, of course, as the Chiefs hope to bring that Lombardi back to Kansas City. It's been a little bit. But we are underway in the second half, 22-10, Spring Hill on top of Louisburg. Great first half for the Broncos. They opened the game on a 9-0 run and never looked back. They led the majority of the half by double digits, and they're a 12-point lead right now, one shy of what's been their largest lead of 13. That ball off the leg of Diedrich. It'll stay with Spring Hill. Recap of that first half. Your eye on the game brought to you by White Cell Optometry Vision Source. Keep an eye on your child's screen time. If they're experiencing eye strain or headaches, it might be a good time for an exam. Make an appointment with White Cell Optometry and Vision Source by calling 913-592-2020. And be sure to ask about the 2020 rule. This is Dawson for a three from the corner. Can't get it to go, but it goes off of Louisburg, so it stays with Spring Hill. The Broncos are going to get another chance at it here. Spring Hill was a +3 on the glass in the first half. They were a big advantage in the second quarter. They had 9-3 rebounding advantage in the second quarter and had a overall 3 rebound advantage in the first half. Cooper can't hit from close range and now out of bounds off of Kane. So again, another chance for Spring Hill. Broncos had 6 assists on 8 field goals. Louisburg 2 assists on 4 field goals. 13 Louisburg turnovers, 12 Spring Hill turnovers in the first half. Dawson with the floater off the front rim, got her own rebound. Can't get the putback try, and now Kane eventually clears it for Louisburg. So multiple opportunities there, but the Broncos come up empty. They held Louisburg to just 5 points in the first quarter and another 5 points in the second quarter. Only 2 points so far from Elise Moore, number 12 for Louisburg. She's the one right at the free throw line right now. She had 18 against Spring Hill last week, but just 2 first half points for Moore. And Melton, who had 14, those are the 2 in double figures. She was also held to just 2. Louisburg's leading scorer is Megan Foote with 4. She's out of the left wing. This is Kane from in close, and Paige Cooper grabs the Spring Hill rebound. Broncos in that first half led by Allie Frank with 8 points. And Dawson goes flying into the baseline, and that's the, I can't tell, is that that area padded? I don't know that it is, where she just rammed into. So, man, she has been taking, this whole team, they have been taking a beating today,
This is a hockey match. It's like,
yeah, that's the Super Bowl preview,
it's like
I guess.
teeth are falling out.
Gosh, it's been, it has been physical to say the least. So the foul against Louisburg there first of the second half. Frank called for a travel after the shot fake. Right idea, just didn't get the ball put down in time. Allie 8 points, 5 rebounds in the first half. Dawson 5 points, 4 rebounds, and a couple of assists. Those two leading the way right now for Spring Hill as the Broncos lead by a dozen. This is Melton, who had deep position in the paint, but she's unable to finish over Frank, and Cooper with a strong rebound. Dawson up to Milroy, who's probably taken as much of a beating as anybody in this game tonight. Anderson from the baseline, hit across the arms, no whistle. Rebounded by Melton. Foot pushes into the front court for Louisburg. It's a 12-point Spring Hill lead. Kuhlman just inside of the three-point arc. Milroy with her third rebound. Now Kate needs some help. Just gets rid of it before the 5-second call. Frank at the high post. And again, travels on the takeoff. Weber and Powell checking in for Spring Hill. Cooper and Dawson will exit. 5:25 left third quarter, and now Popovich also comes in for Spring Hill. Well, it took Louisburg 4 minutes and 15 seconds to score their first points of the first quarter. It took them 5 minutes and 5 seconds to score their first points of the second quarter. So they've gone 3 minutes without scoring here to start the third quarter, but that's been nothing new tonight as that shot caught the back end of the backboard, and Popovich goes flying into the bleachers. And they initially said Spring Hill ball, but I think they might end up changing this call. The officials discussing what they each saw, and they are going to change it and say Louisburg basketball now. That looked like that could have been a travel on right, but no call. Swinging around to Kuhlman. Moore nowhere to go with it as Foot retreats back near midcourt. Right, lob underneath Melton. Bank shot is good. There's the 4th point from Madeline Melton. For the first time in this game, it's Louisburg who scores first in the quarter. But still a 10-point Bronco lead. Popovich underneath from Weber, won't go. Elise Moore with her 6th rebound, and then that ball deflected away and stolen. Up to Frank. Allie bumped on the way in, and now she goes tumbling down to the floor as Megan Foot commits her 3rd foul. So Allie will head to the free throw line, and somehow with all these collisions and falls we've had in this game, somehow everybody has been able to hop right back up, and nobody is any worse for the wear other than a little sore as that free throw missed.
They need to make that rule that says you can't sit on the front row. Like, I don't know what, it just looks small, like it's just a small.
Yeah, there's not a lot of room.
It's pretty narrow.
There's not a lot of room between the sidelines and the floor, and the players feel like it seems like their footing has not been very good today.
They're just sliding across the.
And it's going to result in some sore hip pointers.
Yeah.
Frank with 1 of 2 at the line. There's a steal for Popovich. Broncos by 11. Milroy, nice crossover out to Weber. Deep 3 by Jenna.
There you go.
26-12. From way downtown that time for the freshman Jenna Weber. The 14-point lead, largest of the game for Spring Hill. Another steal. This time it's Brooke Powell who gets the interception. Looking like Tyron Matthew out there. And Weber again missed the fires on the 3 this time, but Melton clears it for Louisburg. You were thinking that too.
I was, yeah. He's a great player too.
Wright lowers the shoulder, but a foul is going to be called instead on Kate Milroy, her first. Kaylee Oakes and Emily Dowd check in for Spring Hill. Frank and Milroy will get the breather. Another steal. This time it's Weber, but she fumbled it out of bounds. Looking like LaShawn McCoy.
No. That's Andy Reid's guy right there. Oh, man. That's,
we haven't seen much of Shady here lately, have we?
No. This is
2:50 left in the third. 26-12. Spring Hill lead. Right, quick ball movement around, back to Diedrich. 3-pointer for the left wing. That one that looked like almost banked off the glass. I think it did. Well, Diedrich, she's tried a plenty from outside. Finally gets one to go down, and Louisburg is within 11, 26-15. Weber to Popovich. Down to Powell. Block shot. And it's picked up by Kuhlman. Push called on the baseline against Spring Hill's Kaylee Oakes. And for Oakes, that's her first, team second. Frank and Dawson back in for Spring Hill. Powell and Popovich exit. More trips and a foul called on Spring Hill. Oakes was there again. They're going to get her for a second foul in as many seconds. So that is her second, and now the team's third with 1:55 left in the third. Melton on the block. Misfires off for a defensive rebound by Allie Frank. She's got half dozen rebounds to go along with 9 points, leading the team in both categories. And stepping on the sideline, Kaylin Dawson called for the turnover. It's 16 Bronco turnovers to 17 Louisburg turnovers tonight. Megan Foote back in for Delaney Wright for Louisburg. This is Elise Moore, who's had a very quiet night. Moore just 2 points in this game. Diedrich from the baseline. Another board for Allie Frank. Oakes slips it into Frank, who scores from right in the middle of the paint. 11 points now from Allie Frank. Double figures for the second straight game here at the Top Gun tournament. Just over a minute remains in the third quarter. The lead is 13 for Spring Hill. Foote's three is short. Long rebound, and Foote ran it down herself. Kuhlman travels. Haley Kane will check back in for Louisburg. Kane in for Melton. 52 seconds left in the third. If you're a believer in trends, then Louisburg won't score again in this quarter, in these final 50 seconds. They scored 5 in the first, 5 in the second, and they've scored 5 so far in the third. This is Weber from the baseline. And a foul on Frank, trying for that rebound. It's her second, the team's fourth. Frank needed to step back about 4 feet there. She was inside her range. She's knocked down a couple of threes that time from just inside of the arc and sailed it long. Anderson in, Powell in as well for Spring Hill. Dowd and Oakes along with Weber check out as Dawson returns as well. 42 seconds left in the third. Spring Hill by 13. They led by a dozen at halftime. Have outscored Louisburg 6-5 so far in this third quarter. Diedrich, who's hit once from 3 in this quarter. This one misses, and it ends up out of bounds on the far side as Dawson shields off Haley Kane from getting to it. Final 20 seconds of the third quarter. Spring Hill would be wise to hold out for the final shot here, up by 13. Ten seconds now, and now they'll go to work. Dawson with 6. Inside to Frank. Can't get the first shot to go, and then she's going to be called for another foul. And that is the third now on Allie Frank. 15th foul. So Allie, who didn't have foul trouble, just 1 at halftime, has now picked up 2 in the quarter to give her 3. 2 seconds here as Foote will put it up from 3/4 court, well short. And we have reached the end of 3 as Spring Hill adds 1 to the lead. They're on top by 13, headed to the fourth here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Insurance Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Insurance Group, we work, live, and shop in our local communities, serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years. Elliott Insurance Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Insurance Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit elliottInsuranceGroup.com.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
We go to the fourth quarter here in Wellsville tonight, 28-15. Spring Hill on top of Louisburg. The Broncos have led all the way tonight. And a steal to start the quarter as Cooper rips it away from Moore. They have now forced 19 turnovers. They've got 5 on 4 for the time being. And Dawson, backside bounce pass to Milroy, who lays it in off the glass, high off the window from Milroy. Her first bucket makes it 30-15 in the opening 30 seconds of the fourth quarter. Largest lead of the night for Spring Hill. They lost a week ago by 14 at home to Louisburg. And here tonight they have really shut down Louisburg's offense. Just 15 points right now for the Wildcats. They're going to have to score as many points in this quarter as they've scored in the game so far to avoid setting a new season low for scoring. Wright can't hit. Anderson, after grabbing the rebound, is fouled. Just the third foul of the second half on Louisburg. This one is called on Elise Moore, her first. 30-15 advantage for Spring Hill as the Broncos look for win number 5 of the year. Milroy hit on the arm as she was dribbling through traffic. That one is called on Delaney Wright. 4th team foul and the 3rd personal foul on Wright. Cooper to Dawson in the corner. Back to Cooper. Frank on the elbow, can't get the roll. Foot clears the rebound for Louisburg. Open 3 from Wright, way off the mark, and Kate Milroy the rebound. Dawson is pushed by Foot. That is 4 on Foot. And the 5th team foul called on Louisburg with 6:30 left in the ball game. Dawson throws it into Anderson. Quickly underneath to Frank. Trying to bounce it back across to Dawson, and it's intercepted by Foot. Moore from the wing, skips it back to Diedrich. 3-pointer wide to the mark, but an offensive board by Foot. Diedrich again, this time trying to drive. Gets it up top to Foot, swing it around to Moore from the left corner. Knocks down a 3. As Elise Moore hits just her 2nd shot of this game to make it 30-18 with under 6 to play. Milroy just clears the timeline before the violation. Cooper inside to Frank, tripping down, falling over, getting the steal is Melton, then falling over is Foot and falling onto the sideline, Diedrich. My goodness.
You gotta put something on these wood floors or
yeah,
on the hardwood.
Yeah, it is.
It's like
I hurt just watching how many times these girls have
Yeah.
falling
And
onto
the sound,
floor.
like it makes it loud. Like,
yeah,
the
the
bone
sound.
on the.
You know that by the sound that it didn't feel good.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm used to wrestling around on mats. I'm not much of a, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kudos to them though. They've all hopped right back up and kept
Yeah.
playing somehow.
Pretty tough.
Anderson's runner won't go. Milroy, a rebound out to Dowd. High arcing two-pointer misses as well. Weber can't get the putback. Anderson with another offensive rebound. Dowd's pass deflects out of bounds, and Diedrich trying to save it. But again, there's you mentioned it earlier, Kate. There's just no room along the sideline.
And the out of bounds, so like
Yeah.
they can't save balls. Like if
Right.
they're going to save it, and they're going to run into their teammates on the out of bounds. So,
5 minutes to go. It's still a 12-point Spring Hill lead. They opened the game on a 9-0 run. The closest it's been since that 9-0 run to start was at 18-10. It was an 8-point game. 3 different occasions they had it at an 8-point deficit: 9-1, 11-3, 13-5, and 18-10. So I guess 4 different occasions, but never have had it down less than 8. Misses foot from the left wing. Off the heel, and Milroy with the rebound. And then a foul committed by Kuhlman. Her first and the team's 6th foul.
seems like those cheerleaders are just right underneath the basket. Like they don't have any room to.
Yeah, tight quarters for sure.
So.
The Spring Hill will be in the bonus now the rest of this game with 4:23 left and trying to hold on to a 12-point lead. Dowd bounces into Anderson. She's fouled by Diedrich. 2 shots coming up for Avery. Avery has not scored in this ball game yet. She's got a couple of rebounds and a couple of assists. On the season, 3 out of 9 at the free throw line, and that free throw crawls off the front side. It'll stay a 12-point lead as Popovich comes to the table. She'll come in for Anderson after that free throw is good. Anderson gives Spring Hill a 13-point lead with 4:08 remaining. Travel called on Kuhlman. Both teams right at or over 20 turnovers now. Louisburg has committed 21. Spring Hill has committed 19. Weber doubled. Now Milroy. Out to Emily Dowd. 3:40 left. And they take it away from Dowd, who then commits the foul. Not a bad foul, though, by Dowd there. They had one more to give. And it's only the second on Dowd. And it takes away what was going to be a fast break layup chance. So not a bad foul at all. Dowd will come out along with Powell. Back comes Dawson and Frank. And for Louisburg, they've got to get the offense going if they're going to come back down 13. Spring Hill's been very good in this zone defense tonight. Diedrich, tough shot over Popovich, missed. Offensive rebound, Moore gets it out to Wright, who checked the line to make sure she was back deep enough for a 3. She was, but she missed it. Now Popovich with the left hand gets the roll on the feed by Milroy as Allie Frank gets shoved down to the floor, and she hits the hardwood hard, and now a foul has been called against Louisburg, and they may talk about whether this is a flagrant foul or not. They're going to count the foul or count the basket, and now Frank will get 2 shots, or excuse me, get a 1-and-1, as that is the 8th foul. So Foote has fouled out of the game with her 5th. Frank's free throw gives Spring Hill their largest lead of the game at 16 points now, and a chance to add one more to it. This turns out to be a nice possession there for Spring Hill as they get 4 points out of it. The layup by Popovich, and then the 2 free throws by Frank on the foul that occurred after the made bucket by Popovich. 35-18 Spring Hill. 3 minutes left and another turnover for Louisburg as the trash can almost caught that one.
Wow.
Milroy fouled, and again, Kate is knocked hard to the floor as Delaney Wright picks up her 4th and the team's 9th. Get the ice bath ready, Coach Clay Freegon. Your girls are going to need it.
Yeah.
Not only are the girls hurting now, Caden, but I think the floor itself might be bruised.
Yeah. That's
Milroy, perfect at the line on this trip. She's got 4. She'll exit the game, and Spring Hill now with a 19-point lead, 37-18. Elise Moore, she's got 5, but it's been a tough night for not only her, but this entire Louisburg offense. This is Moore for 3 off the heel. Right on the putback, gets that to go. 37-20, 2:25 remains. Popovich missed, but Frank puts it back. 15 points and 8 rebounds from Allie Frank. 2 minutes left and a 19-point Spring Hill lead. Well, they could just avoid turnovers. This one is pretty much in the bag now for Spring Hill. Moore from the corner hits a 3. And that's the only hope they've got left for Louisburg. They're going to have to start raining threes. And they're going to have to start forcing some turnovers as well in this press. But Spring Hill, they can just take care of the basketball. I just think the time will be not enough, and that's a good way to not only break the press, but then get a layup out of it. Dawson to Popovich. 41-23 Spring Hill, 90 seconds to go. And there's a foul on Cooper. That is the 7th foul against Spring Hill. So Cooper will go to the line Diedrich will go to the line for a 1-and-1 after that foul on Cooper. First foul against Page. Julia Hess has checked in now for Spring Hill. Free throw good from Diedrich. Banks in the second free throw. And it's 41-25. Cooper. Back to Dawson. Trying to wrap that pass around the defender to Frank. Diving onto the floor, knees, elbows, hips, everything. Echoing off the hardwood. And the jump ball will stay with Spring Hill. Moore with a steal. Dawson able to strip it out of her arms on the way into the basket. It'll stay with Louisburg, but a good play getting back by Kaylin Dawson. Down to 58 seconds left. Spring Hill looks like they're going to avenge that loss that they had a week ago to Louisburg. Diedrich's 3 won't rattle in. Kane fouled on the putback try. Michaela Popovich commits her 3rd foul. So 2 shots coming up for Haley Kane. Hayden and Lansing will take the floor next, and that will determine the opponent for Saturday's game for Spring Hill, where it looks like they're going to be playing in the 5th place game, which is scheduled for 1:15 on Saturday afternoon. Oaks replaces Popovich here with 53 seconds left for Spring Hill. Frank with a rebound after Kane goes 0 for 2. Alley now 1 rebound short of a double-double. He's had a couple of those already this year. Steal for Moore, and then Cooper races her down and knocks it away from him with 38 seconds left. Let's see if Frank can grab her another rebound here in this final 38. She's got 15 points, 9 rebounds for the Broncos tonight. Gonna have a chance, and there's the miss, but it goes away from her, and Dawson collects it on the backside. Kalen to Alley, knocked away. Moore diving out of the floor, and a foul on Oaks with 22 seconds left. So another opportunity at the line. Third foul on Kaylee, and the 9th team foul. 1-1 for Elise Moore. Emily Dowd will check in before the free throw along with Jenna Weber for Spring Hill. And also Brooke Powell enters the lineup. And Frank comes out, so she won't have that chance to get that 10th rebound here. But a very good game again from Allie Frank tonight. 15 points, 9 rebounds. Dawson, who also checks out on this wave of subs, has had a strong night. 5 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists from Dawson. Missed free throw, rebounded by Julia Hess, who then she gets undercut and tumbles down to the floor. So Hess has only played about a minute here in this fourth quarter, but even she's not immune to getting knocked to the floor. If you come into the game, it's automatic. You're going to end up on the floor at some point and a bruise tomorrow. And a sore elbow and a sore knee and a sore hip. And you and I, Cade, we wouldn't have been getting up tonight. No. We would still be laying out there on the floor.
I don't remember being in this gym like where you would slide a whole bunch, because I came here when my sisters played volleyball in this gym a lot, and they were, I know that's volleyball, so you're not running around, but that's like,
1 of 2 for Julia Hess, and now Oaks gets tied up with Moore, and the possession arrow will give it to Louisburg. 17 seconds to go. Spring Hill up by 17. Nice victory for him here tonight in Wellsville. Diedrich's 3 misses. Oaks the rebound. Final 10 seconds. I would say that should do it, and now it will. Well, this one's over, and Spring Hill avenges their 14-point loss from a week ago tonight with a 17-point victory. A 31-point turnaround from last Wednesday night. Or was it Thursday night last week? Whenever. Last week, I think it was Wednesday last week, and now this is Thursday. So I guess a week and 1 day ago. Regardless, the point being, a nice turnaround victory for Spring Hill tonight as they win this one 42-25, and we'll move on to the 5th place game here of the 30th annual Top Gun Tournament in Wellsville. Back to wrap things up for you on the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show next on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Collision and Paint Center. A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Your local farmer's insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome into the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show here on Spring Hill Sports Live, brought to you by Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, where they work with all insurance companies to get you back on the road in no time. To learn more, visit them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. And for the second straight ball game, Spring Hill holds their opponent to what is a season-low scoring output for that opponent. This time, though, it results in a win. They held Nemaha Central to what was their season-low tying 50 points on Tuesday night, but Nemaha Central won that game 50-28 because the Broncos scored only a season-low 28. But tonight they hold Louisburg to a season-low 25 points, but this time they get the victory as Spring Hill wins it 42-25, a 17-point victory after losing just a week ago by 14 to Louisburg. They flipped the script tonight, and they did it with some really good defense as they hold Louisburg to just 25 points in this game. No ties, no lead changes, as the 9-0 run that Spring Hill opened the game on was the game's largest run, and they led by as many as 19 at one point in the fourth quarter. How do you get a big lead and hold on to win a game? Well, you don't allow a team to score more than 5 unanswered points. That was the biggest run that Louisburg had in this game, was a 5-0 run at one point in the second quarter. So that's how you keep that lead and continue to build on the lead, as Spring Hill did. They led by 10 at the end of the first quarter. They led by 12 at the end of 2 quarters, up by 13 at the end of 3, and then a 17-point lead when it was all said and done. Now 5-7 with the victory for Spring Hill. They snap out of a little 2-game slide, and they send Louisburg to their 3rd straight loss, and the Wildcats are now 6-5 on the season. Spring Hill will play for 5th place on Saturday here at the Top Gun Wellsville tournament. That will be a 1:15 game against either Hayden or Lansing. Those two teams are getting set to start here in about 15 minutes, and whoever wins that one will face Spring Hill at 1:15 on Saturday afternoon for 5th. Louisburg will play the loser of this game coming up at 1 o'clock on Saturday in the 7th place game. We'll run down the final numbers from this one for you when we come back here on the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show. Again, your final score: Spring Hill 42, Louisburg 25. More to come right after this on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Collision. A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net. When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill. Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back into the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center postgame show tonight from Wellsville, where the Spring Hill Broncos get a 42-25 victory. The girls snapping their two-game losing slide, improved to 5-7 with the victory, avenging a 14-point loss and turning it into a 17-point victory tonight, led by Allie Frank, who comes up just one rebound shy of her third double-double. 15 points, 9 rebounds tonight for Frank, led the team in both of those categories, but there were some good performances elsewhere also. Kate Milroy, who has taken a beating in this game, she's going to be one sore girl tomorrow, but she had a good game. 4 points, 5 rebounds, a couple of assists from Milroy. Kaylin Dawson with a good game, 5 points, 5 rebounds, and dished out a team-high 4 assists, and they got scoring help from all across the board. Emily Dowd with 2, Julia Hess with 1, Avery Anderson with 1, Jenna Weber knocked down a pair of threes, the only 2 threes for Spring Hill. She ended up with 6 tonight. Paige Cooper with 2, Kaylee Oakes with 2, and Michaela Popovich with 4. Everybody who played scored other than Brooke Powell. She was the only one who didn't score, but she pulled down 4 rebounds and had an assist. So everybody getting involved tonight and helping out in this 17-point victory for Spring Hill. I mentioned Frank is the leading rebounder with 9, and then it was Dawson and Milroy both with 5. Powell right behind them with 4, and the 4 assists by Dawson, a team high. Milroy and Avery Anderson each with 2. For Louisburg, their top scorer was Elise Moore for the second time this year against Spring Hill, but this time around 10 fewer points than last time. She had 18 in their first meeting. They hold her to 8 in this game. She also had a team high tying at 6 rebounds, as Megan Foote also had those 6 boards, just 4 points from Foote. Madeline Melton, who had 14 in the first meeting, was held to just 4. So they take that duo, who had 32, and hold them in this round to 12. 20 fewer points from those two in the second matchup. Brooklyn Diedrich with 5, Haley Kane with 2, and Delaney Wright with 2 rounds out the Louisburg scoring. Spring Hill a plus 12 on the glass tonight, 32-20, a rebounding advantage. 11 assists for Spring Hill in this game. They assisted 11 of their 14 made field goals. Louisburg had 6 assists on their 9 field goals. The Wildcats turned it over 22 times. Spring Hill also turned it over 22 times. And the Broncos were a plus 9 at the free throw line. Spring Hill 12 of 19, Louisburg 3 of 9. Final score tonight, Spring Hill wins at 42-25, avenging that loss to Louisburg from a week ago. And the Broncos move on to the 5th place game on Saturday afternoon. 1:15 is the scheduled tip for that game. It'll be Hayden or Lansing. Hayden the 7th seed, Lansing the 6th seed. Those two teams getting set to play here momentarily. They're the game that follows ours. So they'll tip off here shortly, and in about an hour and a half from now or so, we'll know the opponent on Saturday for Spring Hill. But it'll either be Hayden or Lansing. Hayden lost by 2 to Baldwin in the opening round. Lansing lost by 8 to Wellsville in their opening round. That's the matchup coming up. Winner will face Spring Hill at 1:15 in the 5th place game on Saturday afternoon here on Spring Hill Sports Live. For Caden Carbajo, I'm Bryce Kessler. Thanks for joining us tonight for another edition of Spring Hill High School Hoops on Spring Hill Sports Live. Your final score again, Spring Hill 42, Louisburg 25. Good night.
It's time for Spring Hill High School basketball. Spring Hill Sports Live is brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, Price Chopper, Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial, the Spring Hill Recreation Commission, Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Crown Realty, the Elliott Insurance Group, Prime Accounting Solutions, Farmers Insurance, Leah Smith Agency, the Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce, Allstate, Libby Clark Agency, Spring Hill Fitness, Perfect Detail Salon, and Whitesell Optometry.
5.